Howdy guys, it's that time of year again. It's time to start preparing for our cold weather running. There's basically no temperature in the United States that you cannot safely run year-round. Coldest place in the United States, according to Google, minus 16.9 degrees, is the coldest average temperature in Fairbanks, Alaska. And with the right gear, you can easily run in that, no problem. So let's talk about how you can run in colder conditions. Now, here in Missouri, where we're at, a cold day on average in the dark of the winter is, say, like 20 degrees, maybe in the teens. Very rarely do we get to the single digits or negatives, but I've comfortably run in -5, -10, and it is totally doable. So the mantra is multiple light synthetic layers. I don't know why I did before, but synthetic because we want that sweat that you generate at any temperature, we want that to be dissipated, taken away from your body, so it is not going to immediately cool you back down. And we want multiple layers so you can really fine-tune the exact amount of warmth that you want, depending upon that temperature out there. Also, that outer layer being thin is going to allow you to, if you need to unzip or shed it during the run, it's really small temperature change, allowing you to control that very finely and not going from a very large drop in temperature if you get just a little too hot by taking that off. So let's talk about the pieces. First of all, you should have multiple short sleeve running shirts that wick. They will be useful in the summertime, in the wintertime. In the wintertime, they serve as your base layer. This base layer should be thin to take that sweat away from the body to be evaporated. If it's a little, so for me, about 55, I'm pretty comfortable in this. 50, 45, I want something a little bit warmer. So at that temperature, I'm going to go just a thin, long sleeve base layer. It's just going to be a little bit more arm protection and just be a little bit warmer. A little bit colder yet, we take our thin outer layer, kind of like a windbreaking jacket, into account. This is my favorite piece in the runner's wardrobe. Yes, you only really need one of these and you need multiple base layers, but this may be even the most important because you can use this at -5 degrees or you can use this at 50 degrees. So 50 degrees, maybe it's this with a short sleeve base layer, whereas -5, it's this plus a thermal layer plus a base layer. So important. Guys, don't go cheap on your nice running clothes. Get something nice. It's going to hold up for many years. I've got tights that I've had for over 10 years, and you'll just be so much more comfortable. You'll want to run, and you'll enjoy things so much more. If it is a little bit colder, then you can think about an insulating long sleeve layer where it's a thicker fabric. This is really when it gets very, very cold because with just a normal base layer and a jacket and even a short sleeve under that, you're going to be very, very warm. Again, I like being able to just unzip or take this off and tie it around my waist if I get a little too hot because it is a small temperature change. You probably have shorts or capris for running most of the time year round. In the wintertime, when it gets cold, usually around somewhere in the 30s, I'll go to tights. This is a tight fitting tight. This is a looser fitting, say like a jogger style. They both work great. There's no real advantage to except for maybe aesthetics, maybe. Maybe some people would argue these are a little warmer because there's more warm air in there, but I think they both work fantastic. And again, you don't need a lot of these, just have a good pair or two. You will need to think about your hands and your head. So, hands. Wicking, of course, materials. This is just real thin, almost like the thinness of, say, like a gardening glove. If it's just a little bit colder, you might want something just a little bit more insulated or something with just a little bit of a windbreaker on it. Or the warmest would be this style. It's called a convertible style. So it has a normal glove and an outer layer that can fold over it. That's the convertible, two in one. So very cold, this almost forms a mitten-like effect, where if it's not as cold, this outer part is packed into a little pocket on the back side. This is my favorite type of glove. It's so versatile. If it's not that cold, but you need something, you're gonna go with a headband. Next step up is a beanie. And if it's butt cold, you're breaking out the balaclava. Goes over the whole head and your neck, and it just shows this part. So guys, I hope that's helpful. Just get a few really good pieces, mix and match depending upon the temperature of the day. Remember, you're always gonna get warmer. You're gonna work up a sweat. You're gonna, after a few minutes. So you will actually be, the goal maybe sometimes is actually to be cool, a little chilly the first mile or so, and as you work up that heat, the rest of the run, you're gonna be very comfortable. You hate to be very comfortable at the beginning and then just get so hot the rest of the run. So some of the things you're just gonna figure out through trial and error. Wish you the best, and good luck out there.